No, my bad. Most of the things we have in life that are valuable have insurance on them, right? Your car has car insurance. Your home has home insurance. But what about your lifestyle? What if your way of living changes? What backup plan or plan B do you have in place? I mean, no one gets insurance with the goal of using it, but accidents do happen.
Yeah, that's true. So what if something happens that impacts the way you're used to living, making it really uncomfortable? Cost of living goes up. The political climate changes. You retire and need to downgrade, or you're just ready for something different. A lifestyle change. What's the plan B when life changes? Where do you go from here?
And that's where a residency backup plan comes into place. It's a simple 6-step process that gives you peace of mind and real options that allow you to reside where you thrive, in case your current environment is no longer offering that.
Whether you're dreaming of a complete move abroad or you just want a solid plan B in place, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you'll know the 6 steps you need to have a solid residency plan in place and the key ingredient we use to help make this all happen in less than 90 days. Stick around.
Welcome to our channel. We're Tristan and Cece Sutton, and we're the owners of America's #1 flying dress photography studio, Flying Dress Portraits, based right here in Houston, Texas. But today, we're here to close down our studio to head out to Mexico.
Yes, y'all. It's a very bittersweet feeling, but in our last video, we shared our experience with telling our friends and our family about our move. And after they got past their initial shock and a few questions about the cartel, the next question they had was, so how do I do this if I'm thinking about moving abroad in the next few years? So as we pack up our studio today, we're gonna share with you a concept that we developed called the Residency Backup Plan. We shared this with our tribe and they find it pretty helpful. We hope you find it helpful, and we hope that you and your family find your freedom too. Let's be real, y'all. Life is different these days, to say the least. Maybe you're concerned about the cost of living or the healthcare access, or just tired of the daily grind. Freedom sounds like a fantasy and the future sounds uncertain. If you've been having these thoughts, you are not alone. In fact, millions of Americans have already traveled abroad and now are enjoying their lives in Canada, Mexico, all over the place. So y'all, it may be time for you to plan your own plan B, or a residency backup plan as we call it. Think of this like an insurance policy for your lifestyle. Having a residency backup plan gives you the pathway to attaining a legal right to live in another country whenever you're ready to live there. But you may be wondering, what if I'm not ready to move to another country permanently right now?
Excuse me.
It's okay. It's okay. I get it. Some countries, for example, like Mexico, allow you to get your temporary residency card and then come and go as you please.
Think of it this way. Wouldn't you feel better knowing you have a safe, welcoming place to land if things change unexpectedly in your country? Or even if you're just planning for retirement and want to get a head start and laying the foundation? That's the value of a residency backup plan. This 6-step plan outlines how we secured our residency in Mexico in less than 90 days. Now, it doesn't have to be Mexico. You can do it for the country of your choice. So why Mexico? Thank you for asking. Why not? It's an amazing country with a beautiful culture combined with an affordable cost of living and many more amenities that you don't see on mainstream media. When we compare it to other popular freedom zones like Panama, Costa Rica, parts of Africa and Europe, it was the best location personally for us. When you look at the benefits, you'll understand why. First one was how close it is to home. It's only about a 2-hour flight from Houston. Then when you compare the cost of living to America and other countries, it's winning. And the welcoming culture, I mean, come on. How many of us don't feel like familiar when we go to Mexico? And then you got the diverse landscapes and lifestyles. You got beaches, you got the city life, you got the mountains and rural, so you got a little bit of everything for everybody. And it's a straightforward residency process. Compared to other popular expat destinations, the path to legal residency in Mexico is often more accessible. We're going to touch about that more in another video. But trust us, for a combination of practicality and quality of life, Mexico is the perfect freedom zone for us to call home. Now, once again, this process isn't exclusive just for Mexico though. Let's jump into the components of a solid residency backup plan and apply them to the destination of your dreams.
So where are you dreaming of moving to? Is it Mexico? Portugal? Thailand? Do you know all the steps it takes for you to legally reside there? Listen, wherever your heart is set on, it's time to start planning now. So get out your notepad and your favorite pen, and let's break down this residency backup plan into 6 easy steps for you to complete. Now look, Have you ever been to a place that made you feel truly alive and free? If so, you're probably eager to go back. As you begin to create your backup plan, ask yourself, what does true freedom look like to me? In our last video, where we shared why we're leaving the US to live abroad, we gave you our core 4 requirements for the next place we wanted to live. And if you recall, they were better quality of life, lower cost of living, more affordable healthcare options, and an escape from the hustle culture. Ooh, Lordy. Now, to determine your core requirements, create a list of must-haves versus nice-to-haves. What's most important to you? Think about factors like cost of living, healthcare, climate, language, all those things. If you have a family that'll be living with you, be sure to get them involved and excited about the future plans too. Where are you dreaming of moving to? Let us know in the comments.
Did you know that every country has its own visa and residency requirements? And boy, do they vary. Oh, and spoiler alert, you may not meet their qualifications. When investigating residency in your chosen country, it is important to research all of the legal requirements and ensure you meet them. Financial requirements are a common aspect of residency applications. Many countries require proof of a steady income, a set amount of savings, or a significant investment in their country. This could include demonstrating that you have enough money in your retirement or savings account, steady income, or savings or investments above a specific threshold. If you don't meet the residency requirements for your dream destination, all hope isn't lost. You can either create a plan to become eligible in the future or choose a different country with residency requirements that you qualify for. Getting your residency application right the first time is very important. So make sure you really understand all the ins and outs and any limitations. Now, to avoid wasting time and money, it's a good idea to talk to an immigration advisor or specialist who can give you expert advice. Be sure to research and vet them though. There are a lot of scams out there, so make sure you know who you're going with. Hiring an immigration specialist is what helped us get our residency in less than 90 days.
Moving to another country isn't just a quick vacation. It's a big deal involving legal procedures. You can't just stay there forever without the right paperwork. When you travel to a foreign country, you're allowed to stay for a predetermined amount of time. Now, if you overstay your welcome, as they say, you are now at risk of becoming an illegal immigrant, and nobody wants that. Now, to avoid this, you can apply for a visa or residency card, granting you legal permission to live in the country. Residency cards grant you legal permission to live in a foreign country for an extended period, whereas tourist visas are only for short visits. Now, if you're planning to relocate abroad, you'll need the appropriate legal documentation. But regardless of the country you choose, the residency application can be daunting. Oh my gosh. Now, I don't mean to scare you off, but this is the key that unlocks the door to your future abroad. So consider consulting a reputable immigration advisor to make it a much smoother process. And look here, do not skip this step. This may be one of the best investments you can make during your relocation journey.
Look around you. Things are changing rapidly and daily, and so are immigration laws. Many countries like Mexico, Canada, and the UK have already tightened up their immigration requirements. Additionally, we've noticed that it's taking a lot longer to get an appointment at the U.S. consulate to schedule immigration appointments. The bottom line, immigration laws can change at any time, and so can your circumstances. So in short, get it while you can. Seriously consider obtaining a second residency while you're still eligible and qualify. Access to freedom isn't always guaranteed.
All right, so we're rounding the corner here. Once you've taken care of the serious stuff, it's now time for the fun part. Time to start planning your new life abroad. What will your monthly budget be? How will you support yourself living abroad? Because you know you need to be able to support yourself. Ask yourself these important questions before deciding where to live to ensure that you can afford your new lifestyle. Consider renting before buying too. You really want to get to know the area before committing to a long-term contract. Also, be sure to research the area's amenities, such as grocery stores, the healthcare clinics, transportation options, restaurants, all that stuff. Then, once you have a general idea of what you're looking for, it's time to plan a scouting trip. And do not skip this step. We highly recommend you going to experience it firsthand so there ain't no surprises in there.
Now, this is the most exciting part of this whole process to me. Because it's one thing to vacation in your favorite destination, but it's a whole different thing to live there and live like a local. For your scouting trip, ditch the regular resort stay. Instead, stay in the area that you're considering moving to. Spend a good amount of time there and truly experience it before you make a permanent move. When we visited Mexico, for example, we stayed in the Airbnb in the neighborhood we were interested in and used that time to start our residency process. We explored different neighborhoods with our realtor and even checked out local clinics and grocery stores. If all you have is 1 week, plan it out thoroughly and get as much as you can done. Trust us, if you want to feel super ready to move abroad, then make the most of your scouting trip by managing your time well.
Okay, so now you've done your homework and checked all the boxes for moving abroad. Looks like you've nailed down a great spot to call home too, and you have the green light to live there. So now it's time for final checks. Now, when preparing for an international move such as to Mexico, it's crucial to be organized and thorough. So first, you want to make sure that you start with compiling all your important documents you'll need, like your passports, visas, birth certificates, marriage certificates, your whole life basically. And don't forget your medical records too. Secondly, you want to secure health insurance and make sure that you have enough coverage for your new home country, okay? Thirdly, you want to finalize all aspects of your travel arrangements, such as booking your flights, arranging transportation for your belongings, and securing accommodations for your arrival. If you're bringing pets, be sure to check the requirements of the Agricultural and Plant Health Inspection Service to ensure that they meet all the necessary health and vaccination standards for entry into the new country. Additionally, you may want to research and familiarize yourself with local customs, laws, and regulations to ensure a very smooth transition into your new home. Then pack up, tie up any loose ends, and bid adieu to your old life. This last step is all about preparing for your future moves, so start by decluttering and creating a basic budget for living in your desired location. Definitely don't forget to plan for your belongings, your vehicles, and your pets. Thinking about these things ahead of time will definitely lessen your stress and make this a smooth move. Happy packing.
So to recap, having a residency backup plan, especially in a great location like Mexico, can provide incredible peace of mind and open up exciting possibilities. Securing your residency backup plan is about taking proactive steps to ensure your future, freedom, and security. You don't want to wait until you need it. Plan ahead and give yourself options while they're available to you.
In the description below, you'll find some helpful resources to start your research. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on international living and freedom seeking. What country are you most curious about for your residency backup plan? Let us know below in the comments. Follow peace.
Follow your freedom.